SCP-3008 Infinite IKEA. Hi, Apollo.
Okay. I guess I'll read this again. Item number SCP-3008. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The retail park containing SCP-3008. Why am I being inconsistent with what I call it? Whatever. Has been purchased by the Foundation and converted into Site Redacted. All public roads leading to or passing by Site Redacted have been redirected. The entrance to SCP-3008 is to be monitored at all times, and no one is to enter SCP-3008 excuse me, outside of testing, as permitted by the senior researcher. Humans exiting SCP-3008 are to be detained, then debriefed prior to the administration of amnestics. Dependent upon the duration of their stay in SCP-3008, a cover story may need to be generated prior to their release. Any other entities exiting SCP-3008 are to be terminated. Description: SCP-3008 is a large retail unit previously owned by and branded as IKEA, a popular furniture retail chain. A person entering SCP-3008 through the main entrance and then passing out of sight of the doors. I don't know why every time I start reading, I start getting very yawny. It makes no sense. Doors will find themselves translocated to SCP-3008-1. This displacement will typically go unnoticed as no change will occur from the perspective of the victim. They will generally not become aware until they try to return to the entrance. SCP-3008-1 is a space resembling the inside of an IKEA furniture store, extending far beyond the limits of what could physically be contained within the dimensions of the retail unit. Current measurements indicate an area, excuse me, an area of at least 10 kilometers squared with no visible external terminators detected in any direction. Inconclusive results from the use of laser rangefinders has led to the speculation that the space may be infinite. SCP-3008-1 is inhabited by an unknown number of civilians trapped within prior to containment. Gathered data suggests that they have formed a rudimentary civilization within SCP-3008-1, including the constructions of settlements and fortifications for the purpose of defending against SCP-3000-2. SCP-3000, not 3000, 3008, fuck. SCP-3008-2 are humanoid entities that exist within SCP-3008-1. While superficially resembling humans, they possess exaggerated and inconsistent bodily proportions, often described as being too short or too tall. They possess no facial features and, in all observed cases, wear a yellow shirt and blue trousers consistent with the IKEA employee uniform. SCP-3008-1 has a rudimentary day/night cycle, determined by the overhead lighting within the space activating and deactivating at times consistent with the opening and closing times of the original retail store. During the night, instances of SCP-308-2 will become violent towards all other life forms within SCP-3008-1. During these bouts of violence, they have been heard to vocalize phrases in English that are typically vocalizations of "the store is now closed, please exit the building." Once day begins, SCP-3008-2 instances immediately become passive and begin moving throughout SCP-3008-1 seemingly at random. They are unresponsive to questioning or other verbal cues in this state, though will react violently if attacked. SCP-3008-1 is known to have one or more exits located within, though these exits do not appear to have a fixed position, making it difficult to leave SCP-3008-1 once inside. Using any other door besides the main entrance to enter the structure or breaking through the walls of the retail unit leads into the non-anomalous interior of the original store. Since containment began, 14 individuals have managed to exit SCP-3008. Following extensive debriefing, all individuals have been administered amnestics and released. Okay, I need to take a drink. It has been a long time since I read out loud.
Fair enough.
Okay. SCP-3008-1. Oh, wait. Incident 3008-1. Overload is hard. Yeah. At, what is that? 0037, so that'd be 12:37 a.m. on redacted 2000 redacted. I can't spell. A human male exited SCP-3008, followed 10 seconds later by an incident of SCP-3008-2. SCP-3008-2 caught and killed the man before itself being terminated by armed response personnel. This incident represents the only time an instance of SCP-3008-2 has been seen exiting SCP-3008. A full autopsy on the corpse was performed. See 3008-2 autopsy log for more details. The man was carrying an IKEA-branded journal, seeming to document his time in SCP-3008-1, transcribed below verbatim. And click on set. Okay, taking another drink. So, I'm writing this to document what I can only assume is my sudden descent into insanity. I can't possibly be that bad a navigator, and yet as I write this, I've been trapped in IKEA for 2 days. I haven't seen another person in the entire time I've been here. I thought it was a prank at first. Turn the place into a maze, get all the people out, and see how long it takes me to get lost. Then everyone has a good old laugh. Realized that wasn't the case when I tried to backtrack. Everything had changed, so I ended up lost. Instead of the exit, it was just row after row of bookcases. So I'm trapped in IKEA. Sounds like the setup for a bad joke. The lights went out at 10 p.m., nearly gave me a fucking heart attack. That loud electrical thunk sound, and then a pitch blackness. Place is full of beds, though. My phone has a torch on it, but no damn signal. So I found a bed and went to sleep. Spent most of the next day trying to find my way out with no luck. Did find a restaurant serving those meatballs, though. So at least I won't starve. That's probably the punchline to the joke. Anyway, they were still warm and fresh, but I hadn't seen anyone around who could have cooked them. Made my way back to the beds before the lights cut out again, since it's too dark to search with them off. It's 9:10 a.m. now. The lights came back on a little while ago. I'm sure I've searched the entire area around where I came in now, and the exit obviously isn't here. So I'm going to pick a direction and hope for the best. Day 3 of my magical IKEA mystery adventure. If I wasn't sure that there was something seriously weird about this place before, I am now. Walked for 3 hours in a more or less straight line, insert IKEA joke here, before I came across a ladder next to one of those huge stock shelves they have here. Climbed up to get my bearings, and it looks like this place just stretches on forever. Like that scene from The Lion King, except instead of trees and grass, it's all shelves and tables and crap. I did see a person moving not too far away, though, so I headed over. Thought it was a staff member at first. It was wearing the uniform, and hell, maybe it was. And hell, maybe it was. Maybe freakish 7-foot tall monsters with long arms, short legs, and no faces, or just the kinds of thing that they want working at Super IKEA. Damn thing completely ignored me, though, and with no eyes or ears, I can't even be sure it knew I was there. Though, thought about shoving it or something to get its attention, but its hands were big enough to crush a watermelon, so I decided against it. It just kept moving along, and eventually I lost sight of it, so I decided to carry on the way I was going. Anyway, no comfy bed for me tonight. Looks like I've entered the improbably hard and pointy table section of the store. Guess I'll have to make do with some bunched up tablecloths. Phone battery died during the day, too. Didn't work anyway, but I feel like I've just lost some vital lifeline. You ever see one of those cartoons where they're going through doors in a hallway and they just pop out another door in the same hallway? That's how I feel right now. I've seen nothing but the same identical bookshelf for 2 days now. Just row after row after row of them. I mean, come on. I love books as much as the next guy, but this is excessive. I'm obviously still moving forwards, though. I can see the signs hanging overhead passing by. Too bad none of them say exit. Not sure who I was addressing that question to. Let's just say it was practice for the autobiography I'm going to write when I get out of here. I'll call it my perfectly normal trip to a regular old IKEA, if I ever get out. And that's crossed out. Finally found some other people. Yeah, it turns out I'm not the only poor bastard trapped in here. Lucky for me, I guess. My 8th night here, 2 of those staff things came at me in the dark. Different from the first one I saw, but still messed up. Heard them coming and they were saying that the store was closed and I had to leave the building. All nice and polite like. I'm not sure which part of that was weirder, that they didn't have mouths or that they were apparently trying to kill me while they were saying it. Came at me like rabid dogs. So I liked it. Sprinting through IKEA in the dark like a fucking madman. Blech. Like a fucking madman. I saw it when I cleared another stand of those giant stock shells, all lit up with torches and floodlights. They've built a whole town in here. Got a massive wall built out of shelves and beds and tables and whatever else. I swear to God, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Anyway, I guess they saw me coming, or maybe they heard my girlish, crossed out, manly bellows of fear, because they had a gate open and 2 people were there waving me in. Heard the staff thing slam into the gate behind me after it closed, still politely informing us all that the store was now closed. They wandered off eventually, though. They call the town Exchange, because that's what's on the sign hanging from the ceiling directly above it. Exchange and return. Bless you.
Thank you, sorry.
all lit up against the night using lights that they've found and plugged into power lines. And there are beds and food and people. Over, eh, over 50 wonderful people with regular-sized limbs and a full set of facial features. It's now my 7th night here, and the first one not spent in darkness. A full week living in IKEA. There's probably a TV show in that somewhere. Now that I'm around other people, I'm starting to feel more normal. Maybe normal isn't the word, but after a week with only the sound of my own footsteps for company, I was becoming increasingly sure that I'd just gone nuts. That I was tied up in some padded room somewhere, banging my head against the wall. But no, I feel quite sane now, thank you very much. Apparently, there are other towns out there. Some with more people, some with less. I found that fairly mind-boggling. How can that many people go missing with no one noticing? Surely someone would have noticed that everyone who goes to IKEA seems to fucking vanish. Or maybe it's not everyone. Maybe we're just the lucky ones. The people here just call those staff monster things the staff. Apparently they're fine during the day, minding their own business, walking the aisles. As soon as those lights go out, though, they go fucking bonkers. So during the day, people go out to find food, water, and whatever else they need. Apparently there are restaurants and shops around that randomly get restocked. No one knows how. Maybe the staff do it. Apparently they aren't very good at their jobs, though, because the restocking sometimes takes a while, which means the food needs to be rationed. Maybe if they weren't so busy chasing people around in the dark, they'd get more done. Anyway, when night comes, the staff go nuts and everyone holds up inside the walls. Apparently, it's the same everywhere in this place. Whatever this place is. The IKEA, from whence all other IKEAs sprang. Or maybe we're all still just in the regular IKEA and this is all some fever dream brought on by mind-numbing boredom. Who knows? Been here for 10 days now. Most of the people I asked said they stopped keeping track of a long time ago, and one guy, Chris, said he had been in here for years. Years. Illegible scribbles. Apparently, there are rumors of people who do manage to get out, and people who see the exit, only to have it vanish before their very eyes. I get the feeling not everyone believes that, but I do. It explains how we got stuck in here in the first place, sort of. And I mean, come on. Staff monsters, row after row, row, row after endless row of high-quality Swedish furniture. I don't know why they would find a disappearing door so hard to believe. Anyway, I went out scavenging for food at a nearby shop with Sandra and Jerry today. Once you learn the landmarks of this place, it's not so hard to navigate. The overhead signs help a lot, but there are others. Not too far in the distance, a huge section of those giant stock shells has collapsed against each other, and way off in the east, we all assume it's east anyway. Apparently IKEA doesn't sell compasses. Is some kind of tower that looks like it's made out of wood, reaches all the way to the ceiling. Maybe they were trying to break out through the roof. Lights up all night, so there must be people there, but it's apparently a few days' walk, which means it must be miles away. So no one here really knows for sure. Apparently I got incredibly lucky sleeping out in the open for a week without getting ripped to bits by the staff. That's me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. We found some food in the shop. Guess the staff restocked it during the night, which was nice of them. There was a telephone on the wall, so I figured I'd try it out. There was a voice on the other end, but they were just talking nonsense, random words strung together with no real meaning. You ever see a video of someone with, what's that, aphasia? Kind of sounded like that. Didn't answer me when I spoke to them anyway. Sandra says all the phones in here are the same. Oops, asking the journal questions again. I was thinking last night. The ceiling on this place is pretty high, and as far as anyone can tell, it goes on forever. Shouldn't there be some kind of weather in here? I'm sure I read about some NASA building that was so big it had its own weather patterns, with clouds and stuff. This place is definitely bigger than that, but now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I've never felt so much as a temperature change in here. I'll add to the grand list of weird bullshit. The stack attacked the exchange last night. Must have been 20 or 30 of them, all just asking us to leave the store calm as you like while trying to smash the walls down with their bare hands. Apparently this happens pretty regularly, so everyone is prepared for it. Knives from the restaurants, lawnmower blades made into hatchets, a fire axe. One guy with Sim even made a functional crossbow. Anyway, the walls have holes in them, which I hadn't noticed before, specifically so that we can stab out at the staff when they attack. Took a couple of them down myself. They don't seem to bleed, which is weird, but they go down as easy as a regular person once you start stabbing holes in them. We had to haul the bodies away in the morning. Apparently the dead ones will attract more during the night, so we had to get them away from exchange. We have a couple of those trolley things that they use to move big boxes around, so we loaded them up and took them over to pickup. Apparently people just name everything in here after whatever sign is hanging overhead. Pickup was grisly. There were hundreds, maybe thousands of dead staff all piled up. There's no smell, which was a blessing. Apparently, in addition to not bleeding, these things don't rot either. My curiosity got the better of me while we were unloading them, so I took a look at one of the more cut up ones. They're just skin, or something that looks like skin, all the way through. No muscle, no bone, no organs. Are they even really alive in the first place? They certainly seem like they have bones when they're moving around, pounding on the walls. I'm sure I felt more resistance than just skin when the knife went in during the night. Maybe something happens to them when they die. Just one more thing on the ever-increasing list of weird shit that goes on in here, I guess. Something occurred to me after the staff attack the other night. Every time you see a situation like this on TV or in a film, like it's the end of the world or everyone is trapped on an island or whatever, once groups like ours start to form, people always seem to turn on each other, fighting for food or dominance or whatever else. That hasn't happened here. Apparently people from other towns come by from time to time just to check in, or occasionally to trade if they are short on something, but everything is always cordial, friendly even. Maybe it's the threat of the staff, or perhaps the constant restocking of supplies in the shops means there's nothing much to fight over. Maybe people are just better than they're generally given credit for. That's a nice thought. I think I'll go with that one. A dozen people showed up at the gates this afternoon from a town called Trolleys. Apparently the staff broke through the walls and bleh, tore the town apart during the night. These 12 are the only survivors out of over 100. We'll let them in, obviously. One more point in the human decency column. Later I asked if anyone knew how many of these towns there were out there. Between us and the new folks, we managed to come up with over 20 names. 20 towns filled with people, and who knows how many beyond that. The motto of this place should be, how is that even possible? Surely someone somewhere must be looking for thousands of people that must be in here. I've been here for a little over 2 months now. Not that much changes. As it turns out, a couple of new people showed up. Same story as the rest of us. Nice little trip to IKEA, and suddenly they're trapped in Billy Bookcase's house of faceless weirdos. The staff attack the exchange once or twice a week. We kill them, haul their bodies off, Sometimes they hurt some of us first. They killed a guy named Jared a couple weeks back. It was awful, frankly. Turns out regular humans still bleed in here, even if the staff don't. We tried our best, but none of us are doctors. Jared was a good guy. He deserved better. We all do. It occurred to me a couple days after that none of us were really looking for a way out of here. I don't even know where we'd start. One of those quadcopter things with a camera attached buzzed past Exchange today. I thought it meant that someone was finally looking that help was on the way. Apparently it's not the first time this has happened, though. Something happened a few months ago and everyone is still here. Same thing happened a few months ago and everyone's still here. No idea if it saw us. It didn't stop if it did. Just kept flying until we could no longer see it. Note: based on recovery time of the journal, this entry appears to line up approximately with our first successful test piloting a drone inside SCP-3008-1. Analysis of footage shows a walled settlement under a sign labeled Exchange and Returns. Attempts to relocate the settlement failed. Origin of previously sighted drones is unknown. I need to take a drink. I forgot how fucking long this journal entry is. Not journal entry, the journal is. What the? Oh, okay, that's coming from Jiri's end.
I'm
I hear,
sorry.
I hear beeping, and I'm like, wait, what's on fire?
No, my clothes aren't on fire.
Okay, clear my throat. I started talking to people about the stuff they miss from home during dinner today. Probably not the best idea I've ever had. Everyone seemed pretty down after. A bunch of people here have families, husbands and wives, kids, dogs.
Hey,
Franklin,
Hatchet. Chew ruined your Phoenix. He used to scare Bright. I forgot to
great.
turn that off. I'm sorry. Hi, Chew.
Let's see. So where was I?
You had just
Uh,
said husbands and wives,
okay,
kids,
I'll
dogs.
just okay. Probably not the best idea I've ever had. Everyone seemed pretty down after a bunch of people. Everyone seemed pretty down after. My mom is calling for one of our cats. Girl, go upstairs. She's not going upstairs. Okay. A bunch of people here have families, husbands and wives, kids, dogs. Franklin apparently had a pet llama, though I'm not sure I buy that. But apparently some of the people here have some seriously odd gaps in their knowledge. Three of them had never heard of the International Space Station. Two of them seemed to think redacted was the Prime Minister, and one of them had apparently never heard of the Statue of Liberty. I believe them too. They seemed just as confused as the rest of us. The more I thought about it, the more it started to explain a few things. What if the reason no one is looking for all us missing people, is because we haven't all come from the same place? It's gonna sound weird. Maybe that should be the motto of this place. But what if all the people here have come from different dimensions, realities, whatever you call it? I've seen enough TV shows to know the drill. Sarah comes from a place where there is no Statue of Liberty. They didn't launch a space station where Wasim is from. If no huge missing. If everyone here came from different places, even from ones that seem identical, there'd be no huge missing persons panic. No mass search. We'd just be a blip. A single missing person in a world of nonstop news. Well, that was a fun train of thought. Just realized that yesterday was the 6-month anniversary of my arrival here. I wonder if IKEA sells party hats. The routine around here has remained more or less the same. More new folks show up, one every couple of weeks or so. Food supplies go up and down, but we've never actually had a major shortage. Occasionally we get a visitor from one of the nearby towns, usually checkouts or aisles 630. We check in with each other from time to time, occasionally trade supplies if someone gets particularly low on something. It's comforting, in a way. A reminder that we aren't alone in here. Some small glimmer of civilization. I'm pretty sure that's misspelled, though I may be wrong. Sometimes they bring medical supplies. Apparently there's a pharmacy a few towns down from checkouts that gets restocked every now and then, so they share out what they can. I've never heard of an IKEA with a pharmacy before, but at this point I wouldn't be surprised if someone stumbled on an IKEA organ harvesting lab. Would certainly explain the staff. Yeah. Speaking of our faceless jailers, their attacks have been getting worse lately, 3 or 4 times a week now, with twice as many staff as there used to be. No idea where they all come from or why the attacks have increased. We tried following one of them during a day a few weeks ago, me and Sarah. I wanted to see if they led back to a staff room or something. Didn't seem to go anywhere, though, just randomly walked through the aisles. We had to turn back before we found anything. We've been reinforcing the walls, trying to arm ourselves better. Certainly no lack of materials to use. Wasim has been making more crossbows, but it's pretty slow going. Too bad IKEA doesn't sell guns. Note: no new personnel have entered SCP-3008 at site redacted in the time span indicated in this entry. The attacks are getting bad now, almost every night, and with so many staff that the bodies almost pile high enough for others to climb the walls. I think we're in real trouble here. I think exchange is done. We got hit pretty bad last night. Not many casualties, but the wall is wrecked. We finally figured out why the attacks have been escalating, too. A box of supplies had a chunk of one of the staff in there. No idea how it happened, but apparently a piece of one will draw them as well as a full body. Too late now, in any case. There's too many bodies for us to haul away and still have time to fix the wall before night. Candace has called a meeting. I suspect that there'll be talk of abandoning exchange. Maybe try and get shelter at checkouts or something. It's already getting late, though. I don't think we'll have time to make it. Maybe some of us will. I was fine for that first week out in the dark, after all, but then, how often can I keep getting lucky? I'm only writing this for a sense of closure, I guess. For me, or for anyone who finds this. If this is the final entry here, I hope whoever is reading this is doing so from outside this place. My biggest fear? If I do die tonight, I'll just wake up here again in the morning. Note: this is the last entry. It is assumed that while attempting to reach the checkouts settlement, he was separated from the rest of his group by a pursuing SCP-3008-2 instance and happened upon the exit.
That's it of that SCP. Now we gotta rank the thumbnail.
Nah, it's been a while since I friggin' read aloud.
The files are wonderful, aren't they?
As far as I remember, the -2 instances are just flesh. There's no bone inside.
Well, they said it's skin. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
skin
skin.
everywhere.
it's just skin all the
skin.
way through. No muscle, no bone, just skin.
I say that because I took a glimpse of the thumbnail.
That's
Oh, that's a.
not how they look. Okay, 4.
See your hatchets if you want it to. We have a Slenderman at home. We just did some first. The thing that I'm wondering is why is the one in the back glowing?
Maybe
I
they're the
think it's.
chosen IKEA
I think
instance.
I think it's just standing under one of the lights.
But it doesn't look like it though. It looks like he just has a glowing head.
No, there's like a beam of light coming up from the top of the screen. As for the blood, like I don't really see any like ripped open parts of the thing, so maybe that's just other people's blood.
Yeah, the one thing that's putting me off is it looks like it has bones, which it does not.
Yes, it gave them bones. It changed their look from a pure white to a flesh color. It changed their faces from blank to vaguely face shaped. It changed their hands to that.
Oh my god,
Also,
Chew.
you said the light is coming from the ceiling, and maybe that would be the case if there was a light above. They have no lights. There's no lights on the ceiling.
Jerry just did a deep analysis of this thumbnail.
I don't know, to me, like this feels like it's
Also,
not that bad of.
the shirt isn't accurate.
Hmm?
The
Huh?
shirt isn't accurate.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, honestly, I just don't see why, like, this seems reasonable to me. I don't really see how it looks like they have bones. We can't see any bones.
Well, think
And
of
their
this.
hand,
Look at the hands. What do you see on those hands?
I mean, gnarled fingers.
You
We,
see joints and nails.
uh, yeah, and it's pretty easy to assume that the actual instances would have joints and nails if they're able to use their hands.
Well, it doesn't have those because it doesn't have bones.
They still have joints.
Yes, but the joints don't have the joint bones.
This is the biggest
Oh, okay.
discussion we had over thumbnail.
Think of it like the difference between the fingers on a stuffed toy and the fingers on a person.
Okay,
Does that look more like a yeah?
I suppose I can kind of see that. I don't know, like in terms of like how botched some of these can be, this feels like not that bad.
I'm going to agree with Hatchet there.
Well,
This is not like some where they show almost naked woman.
we're not supposed to rate it on how bad it is compared to the others. We're just supposed to rate how inaccurate it is.
Yeah,
And if it
basically
looks,
being clickbait.
yeah, how clickbait it is, not how clickbait it is compared to the others. Just
Well,
how
I mean,
clickbait it is.
even then is like one messed up hand enough to make it four.
Well, if you look at it, all the hands are made that way, besides one, actually, one hand on the one in the back is messed up like that. The other looks like it was AI drawn badly.
Honestly, yeah, that's the vibe that I was kind of getting. It feels as if that one in the back is like AI.
Which is not
Also,
uncommon for them.
also, it looks like rather than having the IKEA and dash two instances walk like they would walk, they're having them move like the undead.
Mm.
Look at those legs. They look like undead shambling legs.
I think that's just
Meh.
AI being AI.
Meh.
So,
I think I would give it a 2, but
I
that's just me.
I will say I
I just
don't
don't
think
think I agree.
I want to go with 2, mainly because the AI, and it's not as bad as the other clickbait thumbnails we've done in the past. I want to go with that, in my opinion.
I
So
would
do-
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I would consider a 4 because not only is it inaccurate to the SCP design, but they add numerous details that suggest bone, and they add numerous details to suggest they think they're wrapped in flesh rather than skin. And they changed the entire color specifically to be spooky. They're added literally multiple details to spook you as much as possible. It's literally what clickbait is. It's trying to get you as scared or interested as possible without any accuracies.
I mean, yeah, I guess I just like don't see a serious issue with that inherently.
Well, I don't see like too many issues with clickbait being clickbait, but the fact is that's what we're judging, how clickbait it
Yeah.
is, not why it's an issue that it's a clickbait, not how problematic it is as clickbait, just how clickbaity it is.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. I would stick with 2. Bright, have you changed your opinion?
I guess I can go. Maybe. I honestly
You wanna
don't
just-
know.
Should we just split down the middle and say 3 and call it done with? Move on. Or
Guess we can do that if everyone's up for that. Jerry?
Well, I just typically let Bright decide whatever the number is in the end, because in the end it's their channel.
oh,
I guess we can split it down to 3.
yeah, just
Yeah, I think that would be
just do 3.
fine in that regard. It's still not that good of a thumbnail. Especially when we notice the AI parts.
Yeah.
I am showing in Discord, right? I want to make sure I wasn't fucking up like last time.
Yes.
Okay.
It's in Discord.
Alright, let's see what this definition in their video is.
What this definition is.
Description, I meant. I don't know why I said definition. At first glance, the SCP-3008 object seems to be perfectly normal, regular old IKEA. But if you want to leave the store, you'll quickly realize you're trapped. What could be worse than infinite anomalous space? Only the terrible faceless creatures lurking in it. Shut up, Chew. Alright, make sure it's nice and good. And get the bingo board on the screen. Alright, we ready?
Yeah, I don't think you had the bingo board visible when I was here previously.
Gotcha.
It was visible, it just becomes non-visible when you're doing the number thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so first we gotta click no license given and copyright. Or the fuck that, where's copyright? Copyright video, there we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
yeah.
What?
Help! Somebody help me!
What?
Officer! Help! Something from the IKEA is trying to kill me!
Whoa, 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 slow down. What's going on?
It's him!
Shit.
What the fuck?
I was right.
Huh?
I was right.
Huh?
I was right on the inaccuracies.
No! No!
They made them IKEA zombies.
My name is Michelle Heller. In over 5 years of being a special agent of the Foundation, I'd never seen
Zombies
anything
made of
like this.
skin.
The creature that came in this morning, it bared a resemblance to a human being, but the autopsy showed there was nothing inside the creature. No muscles, no bones, no organs, just skin.
What?
Additionally, what we initially thought were its clothes turned out to actually be a part of the creature's body.
What?
I don't think that was specified in the article.
It wasn't. Also, did you notice how that when they quote unquote opened the creature, it's red, but it's supposed to be skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken skin.
Also, I believe she was correct. Honestly, I feel like bad voice acting should be a free space.
Either that or like the not disclosing stuff.
Yeah. Will there ever be a day where people stop copyrighting SCP stuff? Are we ready to keep going?
Yeah.
Miss Heller, the kid's awake.
Thanks, Dave. I'll be there in a minute. He was exhausted last I saw. Hope he's got enough strength left to answer a few questions. Well, buddy, let's start from the beginning, if that's all right. Why was this creature chasing you, and where did it come from?
Shit, why did I go in there? That endless IKEA. It's a nightmare. Those faceless monsters. God, you have to tear it down to the ground. Blow it up. Wipe it off the face of the earth. You hear me?
Buddy, calm down. Are you talking about the place where we found you?
Yeah, my friends challenged me to break into the damn store at night. It was on March 13th.
Hold on, buddy. Are you saying you've been there for 3 months?
Yes. When I got in, I thought it would be fun. But then I saw this faceless creature. I ran to try to get out of there, but I couldn't find the exit. The store was endless.
A typical non-Euclidean space.
What?
It's nothing. Please, go on.
While I was in the store, I found other people who'd gotten lost just like me. They built a shelter, something like a fortress, and they accepted me into their community. You may not
What?
believe it, but some people have lived there for years. Could you imagine what it'd be like to spend years in that hell?
You mentioned a fortress.
Yeah, it's made of furniture, mops, beds, anything they could find. They built it to protect themselves from nightly attacks by the staff.
The staff? You mean the creature that attacked you?
Yes, I'm tired. Can I just...
Wait, what happened next?
So wait, the person that died is apparently alive in the video.
Yeah, and I guess this is supposedly the finding of the object because apparently they don't know about the infant IKEA right now. So we're doing some fan origin stories here, I guess.
Oh my god, shoot. I was looking at this guy below his fucking nose. I hate how nasally his voice is.
Now, listen, to be fair, we could give him credit because he has one of those nose things in his nose. He's got something stuffed up his nose. So maybe that was just a good acting choice. It wasn't a good acting. That's just his voice. I'm done trying to play coy. Let's continue.
Alright.
I just stumbled upon the exit. That monster, he followed me.
You stumbled upon the exit? How exactly did you get out?
I'm tired. I just wanna...
Shit! The sedatives must have just kicked in. We'd have to continue the interrogation later, but there was no point in waiting.
Why would they give him sedatives?
Ready me up a sweep team and a mobile task force. We're heading northwest. If what Buddy said was...
gave him sedatives because he was stressed.
Ah.
sedatives.
true, we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Patrol car 3008, report in.
Yeah, this isn't the
Officer Denholm, go
Foundation.
ahead.
It's just
We've
police
got an
officers.
emergency call at 36th and Main.
Lizzie, send someone else, please. Joy and I are on our way to get a crib for the baby.
Sure thing. I'll send Sanchez, but you owe me one.
Thanks. Well, shall we? Why do we have to choose furniture for the nursery while I'm on duty? Dan, we need to find a crib today.
Oh, wait.
Who
That
might
was the
argue with a
Foundation.
pregnant woman?
I
There's
don't
only
think
an
they
hour
know.
left before closing. I'm just glad we even made it.
Oh, we're in luck. There's no one here. This shouldn't take long then.
Lucky us. I think the kids department is over there. We were wrong. Luck was not on our side. Things were strange right out of the gate. While we were looking for the right department, we didn't see anyone. Not a single.
I am so confused.
So I guess instead of the guy that got out, we're following.
A cop and his
following-
wife.
Yeah, we're following Blue Fash and his wife.
Who's pregnant?
Yeah, his pregnant wife. I guess that's a choice.
Single soul around.
Dan, I think the store must be
Oh my
closed
God,
today.
Damn it. What a waste of time. Okay, let's head back. But we couldn't find the
They closed this day when they just walk into an unlocked IKEA. What kind of reasoning is that? They must be closed. They just left the doors unlocked and all the lights on. Like, it would have been more reasonable to say, like, oh, they all went out bowling or something. Like, all the staff abandoned the place. Like, that's a more reasonable conclusion.
Honestly, if I found a place like this, totally empty and everything, I'd just be like, no, and leave.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go deeper in. I'd just look around and leave.
Yeah, no one at the cash register, no one entering or leaving. Just nope.
No
noping
sound
out.
of talking in the background.
Oh God, how did they go to the bathroom in this place?
They have choices to make.
Yeah, wait. Come to think of it, does the infant IKEA actually have bathrooms show up here and there?
We don't know.
So, like, if not, that must be a fun thing to deal with for the little towns.
Yeah.
Question, if the bathroom does pop up, what will happen if one of the instances of -2 go in while you're shitting?
Yeah.
Well, assuming it's daytime, they might just leave.
And if it's not daytime, sometimes you gotta go at
Then-
night.
Then you get to become an environmental storytelling skeleton, okay?
Also, I love Chu's response to this Chu, because at Five Guys we did this. It's not unusual for stores to leave lights on even when they're closed. It's for security.
I mean, yeah, some of the lights, but like not all of them.
To be fair, it
But
doesn't look
fair
like
enough.
every light is on. It looks like only the necessary ones are on.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I see like a bunch of floodlights up there that aren't on. Okay, that's fair enough.
Exit. It just disappeared. Instead, we found ourselves in a maze of furniture, dishware, and decorative panels.
Dan, what's going on?
We're just turned around is all. Relax. We'll find someone
There
and
is
ask for
no
directions.
crib, only
And then I
IKEA.
saw
Yeah.
a silhouette wearing an IKEA employee.
Huh? Were you about to say something, Hatchet?
I was just gonna say, it had to get the cinematic shot of the $25 kettle.
Also, it looks like they found an undead. I mean, an instance of -2.
I
totally
hate-
not designed to look like a zombie.
Here's the thing, I hate this one scene right here, because everything in here around this creature does not look like it fits with this creature. Like, everything else is designed different than the 2008
And how is that different than any other episode?
Yeah, he just standing there menacingly.
And yeah, in that case, like, why is Mr. IKEA Man just standing here? It's like, if it's daytime, they're supposed to be wandering around. If it's nighttime, they should be gunning it for them. It's currently daytime, so why is he just standing there ominously?
Because they're not thinking of the SCP file. They're thinking about how to make it their clickbait thing.
True.
They're not trying to make it accurate. They're trying to make a Night of the Living IKEA.
He's just standing there menacingly.
Yeah.
The real question is, what do the fingers do? Anyway.
They have
Boy,
bone.
uniform.
Yeah.
They do bone finger things.
Sir, could you help us, please?
What?
Sir? What the hell? I don't know.
Who was that?
But he's not alone. This is Patrol 3008.
Why are they bloody?
Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Wait, no, that's Jaws, not Night of the Living Dead. I don't know zombie songs.
Sting back up. IKEA store off of Northwest Street. We got some weird shit going on over here. Dispatch, come in. Damn it. No use.
No reception!
Dear customers, the store is now closing. Please proceed to the nearest exit.
Where the hell is the exit?
No! Wait!
We need to get out of here.
The store is now closed. Please exit
Oh.
the building.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You were just jumping around like
So
Spider-Man.
they decided to learn from the zombie movies made in some Asian countries. Those zombies are typically faster.
Gotcha.
Shoot, the cops killed Spider-Man.
Chu, are you saying all the IKEA people are undead Spider-Men?
Yes.
Dan, I'm scared!
It's okay, honey. I'll get us out of here.
What? Dude,
Sealed off the
What?
store.
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That wasn't one of the staff. Just some random guy comes up behind them. I'm going to grab them by the mouth because this is the way that you calm freaked out people down.
Oh my god.
Read a cover story that it was closed. Then we began our research of the object. A Class D employee armed with a camera was strapped to a rope and sent inside. At first, we didn't see anything strange, apart from the fact that there wasn't a single person in the store.
Keep moving.
And then we saw them, IKEA staff. The Class D-er was scared, but I ordered him to get closer. Strangely
D-er.
enough, these creatures were passive now. Keep moving until you can no longer see the entrance door. The signal from the camera suddenly dropped and we only heard hissing from the radio. D-1232,
What?
acknowledge, pull him out!
Shit, the rope!
I immediately suspected we had lost the disposable, and I was right. Shit! There's still too much we don't know about the object. I'm returning to base.
What?
How'd you sleep last night?
I had nightmares, ma'am. That IKEA store again.
Focus and tell me
He
how you
just
got
looks
out.
so indisposed.
I don't know.
They're
He
probably
looks
Just give me
trying to make him the surfer stereotype.
Yeah.
For
Time to
reasons
wash
I
up
don't
first.
know.
The bathroom's
Yeah.
over there. I'll be waiting. I was hoping we could learn something useful from him, when suddenly...
No! No, not again! But how? I don't...
Buddy?
That's
Where are you?
not how it works.
Shit! Where
What? Wait.
Apparently,
What?
Infinite IKEA kidnapped him. Let's
What?
keep watching.
The hell?
Infinite IKEA can kidnap people now. Let's just keep watching.
Put the monster fucker's license away, Chew.
Yes. Put it out. I mean, wait, no. I mean, put
No,
it
don't.
away.
I'm gonna fucking
Q,
strangle
I'm
you.
gonna point out that the instances of -2 have no organs for you to figure that out on. They have no holes.
I'm sure something could be figured out, but anyway. Moving on.
Where did he go? This bathroom doesn't even have. We swept the building and checked the surveillance footage.
Wait, they just cut her voice.
It just get cut off. So he just. So the Infinite Key is now just like Final Destination bullshit too.
Yeah.
It's gonna spirit away people who escape from it for some reason. Yeah, okay, sure.
Footage. Buddy had just vanished into thin air. Damn it. Back to square one again. Let's deal with that IKEA store. Maybe somehow we'll figure out what happened to this guy.
I thought that was it for us. Who are you?
I'm here to help. Just be quiet. Later, follow me.
He was acting strange, but we had no choice but to trust him.
Where are we going?
To exchanges and returns. Quiet. The faceless ones will hear.
At some point, we found ourselves encroaching on a fortress built of furniture.
What? Hold on, I need to get a better shot of this. What is this?
Apparently, that's supposed to be a quote-unquote fortress built of furniture.
Like everything that's like on this right half looks like it's just awkwardly piled together with nothing holding them together.
Yeah.
And like it's the boxes.
Yeah, and like I guess that those are supposed to be like drawers, but they just end up looking like cardboard boxes. Like, here, we need to make a wall, so I'm gonna haphazardly stack all these cardboard boxes up in a row. This'll stop them. True.
Furniture.
Welcome to the exchanges.
Welcome to IKEA, a place where you'll find everything you'll ever need.
I told you, zombies.
Yeah.
Patrons.
It sounds insane, but it really was a city built completely out of IKEA products.
What? Why is there
That looks like a cardboard cutout.
There's even a hole in the wall. What is this up here? The container it's just about to fall.
Are you
Did we
okay, Bright?
did we expect this to actually depict the fortress as if it wasn't gonna be knocked over with the slightest gust of wind?
No.
No.
They've made an extremely expensive and dangerous playing card house.
You sound like you were feeling like ass because if not, that's false advertising on IKEA.
I mean, there is a pharmacy somewhere in here. You could probably find something.
Welcome to the exchanges. I'm Omar, the head of this community, and your savior's name is...
They replaced the woman leader.
Well, they don't need no woman. They need the man. Sorry, my sarcasm is high.
This. What the fuck?
Okay, so let's listen to Omar.
Yeah.
Chris. I'm Dan. This is my wife, Joy. What the hell is going on here? Do you really live in a goddamn IKEA? I understand your surprise. And yes, we do live here. We have no choice. There's no way out of this endless store.
How is that possible?
A miracle of nature or a government experiment. Who knows? The important thing is that we stick together if we want to survive. Okay, it's time to clear the bodies out. Dan, will you help us? Bodies? We went outside the fortress and I saw them. The monsters that look like IKEA stuff.
What's launching forks at them?
They killed him with forks, apparently. I thought they were tougher than that, but you know what? Forks.
I mean, like, it did say that, like, they go down as well as, like, any other a person once you start putting holes in them, but I feel like it'd take more than 3 forks to kill the man.
Also, if you're looking at the forks are barely inside at all in any way.
They're just kind of just a little bit past the. Well, I was gonna say a little bit past the skin, but
I'm not even sure you
can't be
need
past the skin.
stitches for how little that's in there.
Oh yeah, no, that, like, you can just pull that out and, like, it'll heal on its own.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd clean it out, but yeah.
Okay, back up for a sec. Bright, you don't know what BIPOC means?
No, I do not.
Black, indigenous, people of color. It's a more
Oh.
it's yeah. People/person of color. Yeah, it's a more inclusive version of POC.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I got confused.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So,
Also,
and I mean, yeah, like, speaking of that, like, to be fair, we've got, like, Omar, who I assume is intended to be of African descent, and I think that the 2 main folks are designed to try to look Asian.
Try.
But they also have, like, 2 of the whitest names possible. Am I giving this thing too much credit?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Let's continue.
Wait, I just realized we technically have almost 2 bingos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if they have added child abuse or added violence, we would have a bingo.
Well, technically, one person's pregnant, so that might happen.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh, wait. Technically, we also... Or I guess we don't know Candace's race, so I guess we can't really say race swap on Candace being turned into Omar. Damn it.
We can say gender swap.
Oh, yeah, is
Sex
that
swap.
one?
I already clicked
that's not a thing.
anti-woman, so they're getting rid of the women characters.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
So far, there's no added violence, but I will have to say the violence they put is hilariously low.
Yeah, actually, it's really, really low thus far.
Yeah.
Redacted violence, even.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how they think the forks killed it.
Okay, anyway, let's continue.
Death by forking.
We need to get them out of here. Why? Dead monsters draw the rest of them in. Seems that when they smell them, they become more aggressive. Shit! Relax. They're harmless during the day. So many of them.
It's just like, I mean, I know it's cheap bullshit. They're not gonna make another model, but it's just the same model, like made paper thin, like a 2D model made paper thin and then wrapped over a pack of potatoes.
I will say, I don't think any of us would mind if they looked identical to each other, but at least draw it again so it looks more like it's part of a pile.
Yeah, it's like
It'll be,
called
yeah.
V, what's called V, yeah. Just copy paste the paper thin zombie men. Also, do my eyes deceive me, or is that a fucking wall behind them?
Yeah.
It's a wall.
This place doesn't have walls.
It does now.
What
And
the
behind
fuck
those
is that
walls
wall
are more
doing here?
walls.
This place is called Infinite IKEA.
Yes. But remember, this is a content farm video. They will always show the non-existent walls.
Let me be angry.
I shrug that you're angry.
Always. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's continue.
Yeah, and believe it or not, they don't decompose. Where do they come from? No one knows. We also have no idea where the food in the buffet comes from. Believe me, I know how weird this sounds, but you'll get used to it. I can't believe these people got used to life like this. They didn't want to get out. They just thought about how they were going to survive another week. I wasn't going to raise my kid in a damn IKEA store, so I began to look for a way out. At night, I helped the locals fight off the faceless ones, and during the day I grabbed some paint, studied the passages, and marked their routes. Until finally, I came to the conclusion that the store actually is endless. But there must be a way out. If you can...
Wait, they use clips at the tip for arrows. These little round pieces.
I'm gonna say that's the most ineffective arrow I have ever seen. I somehow feel like my ancestors would be angry and disappointed. I think I understand what that one YouTuber means whenever he says that he could feel his ancestors crying.
So,
I think I get it now.
So on one hand, I hear what you're saying, but the only thing that's mentioned in like the actual article, and the only thing we've seen is crossbow specifically.
Yeah.
So I think that might actually be the butt of the crossbow, and he's aiming the rear end of the crossbow at it.
Well, the issue with that is, let me grab you a picture of a crossbow.
I know what a crossbow looks like.
Same.
Well, then you would know that it doesn't have that shape to begin with. That's not the shape of a crossbow. That's just the shape of a bow.
Well, no, like I think that that is like Bright, go back a bit. There was like actually showing one of the crossbows. I think this is just the same model of the crossbow they showed earlier.
They were gonna survive another
Where?
week. I wasn't gonna raise my kid in a damn
Like
IKEA store.
back when like he first grabbed the guy and
Okay, so 1044. Let me see.
oh wait, no, after that. But after that, forward. Yeah, so right around there.
Who are you? I'm here to help.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, it is a clip.
That's supposed to be a site.
It doesn't look like a crossbow or a bow. I'm not sure what to call that.
Like I think what they've got going on here is this like, let's just be frank, this would be the most ineffective crossbow in existence. But they've got it set so that like the cross is like a literal plus sign. the arms of the bow, like, are way down here, and then it looks like they have like a small piece of metal going through a cylinder for some reason that comes out the end. And they've put a paper clip there as the most inefficient sight imaginable.
Okay.
It hurts my brain too.
You can move it. There we go.
Yeah, let's go back.
Out at night, I helped the locals fight off the faceless ones, and
Now
during
we
the day,
know-
I grabbed some paint, studied
Well,
the
it's not a
passages, and
bow
marked
or a
their routes.
crossbow, it doesn't
Until
fit.
finally, I came to
Yeah.
the conclusion that the store actually is endless. But there must be a
So
way
we were
out.
both
If you
wrong.
can get in here,
Yeah.
there has to be a way out. I
Wait.
attempted
It's a
building a
plus
tower
bow.
to try and get out through.
Wait, he was painting the floor. Like that's gonna help.
I think the idea was like trying to Hansel and Gretel his way out, like keep track of where he's going.
And then he realized it was pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the roof. But no matter how high I climbed, the ceiling never seemed to get any closer. It seemed like it didn't even exist. With every day, my desperation grew stronger. It was also frustrating that none of the locals shared my will to get out of this place. The thing I hated most was Omar and his sermons. He wasn't happy I wanted to leave.
What?
Remember, friends, we have each other, shelter, and food. There are many people on the outside who can't say the same.
That's not
The
a
people
sermon.
looking for a way out
That's keeping
will only...
people's spirits up.
So they,
The sermons of don't give up on life. Oh no.
yeah. So basically, they replaced a woman leader with a priest.
Confident. I don't think he's a priest. He hasn't said something priesty yet.
I think like what is typical cop behavior. Yeah, I feel like the angle that they're going for is as if Omar's like trying to set up a cult, but they just don't know how to depict a cult.
So the closest to cult they can think of is don't give up on life. We can survive together and help each other out.
They the only research they did into what a cult is they looked at a self-help forum, and that's
They looked at Alcoholics Anonymous.
That's closer to a cult than Omar.
yeah. Okay, let's continue. Maybe Omar says some actually unhinged stuff here.
Let's hear something even slightly
Only
religious
fine
come
days.
out. Maybe.
I'm sure the idiot just enjoyed being in charge.
What?
What?
He's literally just saying, "Hey, listen, don't give up."
Yeah.
These
Wait.
spatial
Don't
anomalies
give
always
up
give me a
and work
headache.
together. He specifically said they could be better together and work together.
They're drilling
Yeah.
into the wall.
Yeah. So
It might just be a piece of cement.
you know what? This actually tracks. I think this is actually very on par with reality, because the cop responds to even the slightest amount of vaguely progressive wording and calls it a cult.
Oh, you're
Try-
right. Oh,
Trying to take care of your fellow man, you're in a cult. I don't want to tell you, you damn liberal.
It's like here's the leader talk about everyone not giving up, being together and getting along. And he's like, they're in a cult. Oh no,
Yeah.
that is realistic. Oh.
Oh my God,
Yeah, like
Jim.
he hears them go. He hears the guy go, "Listen, we gotta stick together." He's like, "You damn socialists,
Oh, no.
damn socialists, coming to take our guns. Gonna come take my gun. I've got a gun. They're gonna take my gun."
So he's being a good leader, and the cop is just being a cop. Okay, let's
Precisely.
keep going.
This all makes sense.
Anyways, we ready to continue?
It's important to mention that Shu said, "The fuck you're doing in my wall?"
Yeah, that's what I read
Anyway.
earlier. Yeah.
We made a hole in the wall. but there was just a
Wait, it was the
non-anomalous door
Foundation
inside.
doing this.
Yeah, so
Dave?
this is the Foundation.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready a drone with a secure link.
Roger that.
They did not do that.
Day 30 in the exchange. Damn lamps instead of the sun. Freaking zombies
What
attack.
is this knife?
It might be one of those really stupid fandangled knives they sell online sometimes, where the metal is mixed with a different metal that makes the knife impractical but look really pretty.
I was blowing my nose. What are we talking about? Knives?
Would choose this knife dipped in piss.
Dipped in piss. No, you see, this knife was just very recently used to cut up pickles.
No, I'm saying like in real life, they're knives that are designed very specifically, not with endurance in mind, but pretty colors. I will show you some examples.
Oh no, I've definitely seen things like that. I
Yeah.
get ya.
It just looks really weird.
Attacking at night. Omar's preaching. It was all driving me insane. So I gladly volunteered at the next mission to gather more supplies.
Dan, are you sure about this? It's a long way to the cafeteria. It'll be nighttime before you make it back.
Joy, this mission is a good opportunity to explore the store. I'll get us out of here. Trust me. I just need more time.
Still think about getting out? You might get lost, and loners don't live long here.
I'm not alone. I have a friend.
Well, then take this. It'll come in handy.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
It's gonna be a piece of the creature.
Everyone ready to go? Let's move out!
Yeah, I'm good.
Might come in handy.
I believe in Omar. I don't
We
think
made
he
it to the
gave them a
cafeteria
piece
without
of the
incident.
creature.
Well, I'll be damned. It really was full of food. Even their damn trademark meatballs were there. They were still warm. I wish I knew where all this stuff comes from, though I doubt I'd like the answer. Now all we had to do was gather food and get back to the exchanges through the maze.
Wrap it up, people! Time's running out! Let's get going!
Dear customers, the store is now closing. Please proceed to the nearest exit.
Shit! Dan, move it!
The store is now closed. Please exit the building.
We moved quietly. The faceless ones weren't supposed to notice us, but the damn thing started attacking us as if they were drawn to something. Why are these freaks so mad at us?
The store is now closed.
Oh no, they didn't
Please
have
exit
Omar
the
actually
building.
handle the
Where are they all coming from? Everyone,
Yeah, they did.
They did.
over here!
And he's dead.
Chris, behind you! Ah! Chris, shit!
They just kept coming, and we had no other choice but to start running.
I thought a
So I
police
booked it.
officer would
Mission to
be
gather more
better at
supplies.
Wait,
than
shit!
that.
I accidentally went backwards.
Oh, what are you talking about? Cherry cops are pretty notorious for missing whatever they're aiming at.
Are you saying my great grandma's better at shooting than the? Never mind.
Probably.
Well, before she died.
I'd imagine your great grandma probably had more training than that.
Yeah, but that grabbing was funny as shit.
Yeah, like he just like hugged. He fucking the IKEA monster glomped him from behind and then suplexed him.
Yeah.
Drawn to something. Why are these freaks so mad?
Oh, we get to see it again.
The store is now closed. Please exit the building.
Where are they all coming from? Everyone, climb up! Over here! Chris, behind you! Ah! Chris, shit!
They just kept coming, and we had no other choice but to start running. So I booked it, and most of those bastards started chasing after me. I think I lost them. What's that? That's weird. There's nothing behind the door.
What?
Are you okay, Bright?
Wait. Oh, this must be the exit door.
Yeah, but why is it not connected
Wait,
to us anything?
It's just It's just a random emergency exit, I guess.
Light coming from under it. Could it be? It's the exit! I don't believe it! I knew there'd be an exit! I had to go back to get Joy. I was about to get the paint when it's a wrist of one of the faceless monsters. What's that doing here? Omar, that son of a bitch tried to get rid of me! Now I see why those faceless ones attacked us! You want this? You can have it! I rushed to the ruined maze, leaving paint marks along the floor.
Why,
Oh my
why
God.
throw the entire bag? Why not just the damn arm?
Bastard!
Dan,
You don't know.
what are you doing? Where are the others?
Omar sent these monsters on us! Chris is dead!
Oh God!
How dare you accuse me in front of the whole exchanges community? In the 7 years I've been here, no one has ever escaped. I was protecting us, and you left me no choice, you wimp.
You piece of... What the... Miss Heller, are you seeing this?
I'd be damned. It's an entire city inside a freaking IKEA. Dave, what's wrong?
I'm losing the signal. I can't control it much longer.
Shit.
What?
Can you fix it?
I'll do my best.
They are upon us! The fortress may not hold!
Dan, where are we going?
I found the exit. Let's go.
Come back, you fool! You don't...
Faster, Joe.
Suicide.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
Joy.
Dan, I think the baby's coming.
Hold on, honey. We're almost there.
That
Come
timing.
on, Dave. Give me
Oh my God.
at least an image.
I'm trying, ma'am.
Heller, I'm on my way. Get me that image. 2 people just came out of the building. I'm going there.
What's all this? Did they send the military or something?
Dan, I can't hold it anymore.
Look out!
Oh God!
Hell! She's having a baby!
Get her to the infirmary now!
God.
Thank you for the information, Mr. Hong. I have a few
Well,
more questions, but first,
I guess
you
they
need to rest.
technically didn't
I'd like to
abuse
see
the
my wife and child, please.
Yeah.
Of course. Take Mr. Hong to the infirmary.
Miss Heller, I've restored the link to the drone. You need to see this. Switching you to the feed. There's no way out of IKEA.
Buddy, how did you end up in the store again? Shit! Quick, assign guards to Mr. and Mrs. Hong. I'm on my way.
It's over now. We got out. And I'm a dad now. It's crazy to say. Yeah, I'm your dad. What?
Oh my God.
Where's Dan?
Ma'am, he just walked through that door a minute ago and disappeared. Like that buddy guy.
What's going on? Where's my husband? Answer me!
Miss Hong, until we get the
If
situation
her
under
and the baby
control.
vanish into IKEA, we have to add child abuse.
I don't think we can add that yet. This child wasn't abused themselves.
Yeah. Like
Do
I
not
said,
leave this room.
if they vanish
Why?
into IKEA.
Finding a door to
Ah.
lead you out of this endless IKEA isn't the issue.
Wait, did the baby just vanish?
It's finding
No.
the one that won't bring
It's
you
beside
back.
a woman.
No! Damn it! No!
You know what?
She
The
has a
police officer was paranoid, but he didn't actually do anything wrong.
Removal of everything is a 4. He removed
Yeah.
everything. Added gore or violence. They actually removed violence.
removed violence until it started, like, putting people back in the IKEA. Then it's kind of just neutral, so 0, but
Yeah.
maybe 1. I
Go
feel like it's some weird tiny amount of aggression to just put people back in.
Yeah. Let's see.
So maybe 1.
I'm gonna say 0.
Okay.
It deviates from the plot of the article. Yes.
4.
So, offensiveness slash uh only men in the video. There were women, but they removed some women.
They removed women and replaced them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, they tried to make the leader evil, despite that the only things we heard him say was, treat each other nicely, get along, and we can get through this.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's something offensive in doing that with a character you made black.
What do you think, Chu? What's your input on that regard?
Are you asking Chu what they think of turning a leader into a black guy who they also turned into a religious cultist? Casually murdering innocent people for the better of the group?
Yeah. Not a response from Chu yet. So far, the highest it looks like it's gonna be is 20%.
I will admit, it is not going to be, the last one is not going to be a 0.
Yeah. I guess Chu's either lost for words or not here at the moment.
So I guess Chu is fine with the racism towards the black character.
What the fuck? I didn't say that.
I was just saying that, hoping that would bring him back. I am an asshole. Let's move on.
Hey. I am a much bigger asshole. Fuck you.
So, how racist/sexist should we put this?
I wouldn't say... I wouldn't give it a 4, because it wasn't going super hard on racism or sexism or anything like that. But it was going on it. Now that I think about it.
I will say, his wife basically didn't exist for anything besides baby, which is actually a huge amount of sexism if you really think about it. The only time we heard her say anything involved the baby. Otherwise, she was literally basically a poster board.
Oh my god. And I guess it would be a 4. So
I was hoping you would have noticed.
20%.